rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. 40. Vic to throw it. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The toss right to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Off of play action, here's Lance. Deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They
about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Well, now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Lance to throw it. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll hand it off to Bush. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Lance throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Escaping the pressure right. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, Vic. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It'll be Vic once more. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Vic will look to throw on first down. And that's complete to Adams. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First and goal, Bush. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Throwing, Vic. Flushed out right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Michael Vick, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Uzama. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw again on second down. Lance, flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Lance. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. A final shot before break. Lance. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First half in the books. You're watching. watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Out of his end zone, here's Vick. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Packer, A.J. Hawk. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll go again with Bush. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Room to run it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bush. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have recovered. That was all great until the final act. Able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a 1st down on 3rd down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Oh, what a move. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Vick. Looking deep for Adams. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action now, Vick. And that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On first down, Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Dancing to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throw left side complete. That's Bush. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On first down, it's Bush. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball. And right now, I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try again down here with Bush. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Reggie Bush, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. The throw on second down from Vic, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out. Your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Slant to Adams. There's some space here. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. Steps away to his left. Fighting through it, he's got Vic loses the football, it's out, and the Bengals grab it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A give. This is Bush. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Vic. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So everything rests on the left foot of the great Morton Anderson. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT.